Howdy hi, it is Amanda here and Jason is back for this edition of Coffee Talk. We are going to show you how to change a flat tire today, so let's get to it. So you can see that Jason has already gotten out of his saddlebag his levers, so those are the first two things you're going to want to keep in your bag. And what he did with that first one, the white one, he went under the edge of the tire, between the rim and the tire, and just kind of flopped it out over the edge. And then he used the second one to get the edge going, and it's going all the way around the tire to loosen it up. So he's just working his way around there, and there we have it. Tire is loose, only on one side. You're not going to completely take the tire off of the wheel. Then you're going to go back to where the valve is, and you're going to just pull it out, and the rest of the tire just follow along the whole edge, and the tire will come out. Pretty easily done. Then you're going to take the tire and if you buy a trash can, throw it away. If not, roll it back up, throw it in your jersey. So now what you want to do, you're not sure why you got a flat, you probably don't want to get another one. So we're going to check the inside of the tire to see if you can feel anything. Sometimes there's rocks, glass, so be a little bit careful as you're running your finger through the tire there. And it checked clear. And there we have another look at the inside, just making sure everything's out and the tire's clean, ready for another tube to go into it. So once you get your tube, it hasn't been used, so you want to put a little bit of air in, and this time not using your pump, you're just going to blow a little bit of air in it, close the valve off, and it's going to be ready to go into your tire. You're going to go back to the valve hole in your wheel and put it in, and then just slowly follow and put the tube around up under the tire that is still halfway on the wheel. So it just kind of tucks up in there. Pretty easy to get in there. Just make sure there's no twists or any weird funky pieces sticking out. And then he starts at the bottom and he's working his way up to the top, and he's just tucking that wheel edge back into the rim of the wheel. So he's just working around, and while he's doing that, we're also going to look what else is in here. So he got the tube, you got one there, you got two. Always want to carry two tubes just in case. And I've always got backup just in case you go through two tubes. You want to have a patch kit, very easy to use, pick it up at your local bike shop. So now that he's gotten to the end of the tire going on, this is sometimes hard to get on, and depending on how much your tire is stretched out. So he's using the tire levers once again, kind of holding it in place, the tire, so it doesn't slip off the rim, and using the other one to kind of pop it back up on the rim. So looks like he's almost got it done. Here we go. There's going to be one last little move, and he's holding it in place, and you can see with the white tire lever, there it goes on. Perfect, looks good. So one last thing we're going to do before we put some air in the tire is to check for, you don't want to have a pinch flat, which is where the tube gets caught between the tire and the rim. So we're just going to kind of inspect along the whole entire tire wheel all the way around, make sure there's no tube sticking out. Should not have a problem with that since you put a little bit of air in the tire before putting it in there. So last thing we're going to do is we're going to pump the tire up, and then we'll be set to ride. So you just want to get a little bit of air started, and then once it's in there, you don't want to break the valve off at the where it inserts into the actual tube. So you'll see he gets a little bit of air in it, and then he's going to put it up against his leg, and that acts kind of as a stopper. So he's got a flat surface, something strong there, and isn't going to bend the valve. So here is our wheel spinning so nicely with a brand new tire and tube on it. So thank you, Jason, for helping out today. Do you have any advice for our flat tire changers?
I do have a little bit of advice. The first bit would be to go through this procedure a few times just to make sure you're comfortable with it, because whenever you are in a race environment, you're going to be panicking, so you want to be really comfortable whenever you do it. And also, if you're using a CO2 cartridge, you should do it away from your face, because it could explode, and that's bad.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that. So awesome, practice, practice, practice. So on race day, stressful situation, it's easy as pie. And also keep those CO2 cartridges away from your face. So all right, we're gonna get that wheel on my bike and we're gonna get out of here. So we'll catch you guys later.